Hello and welcome to episode 15 of the Success by Design weekly masterclass with me, your host for this session, Abigail Barnes. I just checked that I'm live before I carry on. Yeah, live on LinkedIn. That's awesome. So if you're joining me live today, leave a comment, say hi, tell me what you're taking away from this session, because I'm super excited to share this with you today. This session is called Being the Role Model, and this comes from a 3-day training that I attended in San Diego in February with one of my mentors. And it's with slight trepidation that I share this biggest breakthrough that I had from this 3-day training with you, because I feel slightly embarrassed about the fact that I even had the beliefs that I'm going to talk about around being the role model. So let me take you back to the room, to what happened, and then I'll explain why and what you can actually take away from this breakthrough that I had as well also. So we're in this training. It's 3 days of intense training from sort of 9 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night, and one of the exercises that he said for us to do was to break up into groups of 5 and talk to total strangers about what being the role model meant to us. Now, we're in a room of 2,500 people. 30 of us have flown in internationally from around the world. So this is a really diverse, really interesting room, and the majority of us don't know each other. So we're in a different country. Some of us are jet lagged. We have to get over our fears, our vulnerabilities, and 100% get out of our comfort zone and honestly share with strangers what this means to us. Now, at this time, I had 2 thoughts in my head. The first thought was, I don't want to do it. I'm going to go to the loo and sit this 15-minute session out. And the second thought was, I'm just going to make something up and tell these guys anything because they don't know me and it doesn't matter. And this is the best thing about training and about developing yourself personally, is you get out of it exactly what you put into it. So you can fake it, you can sit things out, but you're not going to get the breakthrough. So anyway, despite all of this being hugely uncomfortable, it comes around to me and the group asked me the question, so what does being the role model mean to you, Abigail? And I said to this group of total strangers, guys, I have to be honest, I'm really annoyed by this question. To which they looked at me like, oh, wow, what's going on here? And I said, I'm kind of a bit fed up of being the role model in life. I'm the elder sister, so I've always had to behave well, and I run my own business, so my clients look up to me. Everybody, is looking up to me, and it's getting a bit annoying now. I'll be honest. Like, who is my role model? Who am I looking up to? Because why do I always have to be the one that goes out of my comfort zone, is really scared, does these crazy things, gets these amazing breakthroughs, but has to really face the fire in order to come through it? Now, in fairness to this amazing group of 4 humans, they did not jump in, they did not intervene or anything try to make me feel better or stop me from getting the biggest breakthrough of that 3-day session. Because as soon as I had said all of this, which was basically what we call your shadow side, it's the darkness that we all hide. It's the thing that we're embarrassed that we don't want to tell people about, because I can't tell people that I don't want to be the role model, blah, 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 is the story that we make up in our head. I don't want to be the role model for my children, for my colleagues, for my team. I just don't want to do it, is the story. And once I'd said it and I saw their faces, it was like a light bulb went on. And suddenly I said to them, I need to be the role model for myself, don't I? And they said, yes, yes, totally. This isn't about faking it. This isn't about being somebody amazing and inspiring and almost inauthentic. This really is about stepping into who are you? Who are you meant to be? The role model for yourself. So there I am having this like, wow, alleluia moment, if you like, when all the answers, and it just suddenly made sense. And I just breathed out. And I wanted to share this with you because I think that too many of us have confusion in our head that we have to be the role model for other people, when the reality is we're being the role model for ourselves, and other people learn from what they see us do, not from what we're talking about we do, not from what we're talking about we should do, we could do, we have done, but they are learning from us. So I kind of call it this: we're all here for a short time, a long time, we don't know. And we've a purpose in life, and some people know their purpose, and some people are looking for their purpose, and some people are so frustrated that they don't know what their purpose is. But my whole view and take on this is we are living our legacy. We don't leave a legacy. Our life is our legacy. And we find our purpose on the journey, because every single person we meet, every conversation we have, every experience, good or bad, is helping us to evolve. I like this, I don't like this. And when we know what we don't want, we know closer to what we do want, and we just carry on the journey. Evolution, this is life. And some of us, you know, we get knocked down by life and then we hide, and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I was there for many years not knowing what I should do with my life, and just buying handbags and glad rags and all sorts of things to try to make myself feel better. But it's not about doing things, it's about being. So for me, in that 15 minutes, I got the most amazing lesson, and I am so grateful that I didn't go to the loo and I didn't make it up and I didn't pretend that I was just going to be the role model for my kids, my family, blah 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 blah. I was actually going to be the role model for myself, and it's so freeing. And this is something that we teach in the business. So we have this activity, a free challenge that we call the 8-minute challenge. So every time I do a talk about the 888 formula, I'll always invite the audience to join in the free 8-minute activity. And suddenly I saw what the 8-minute activity meant, because I had started the 8-minute activity as something for myself, as a way of, in the morning, getting movement into my life, getting meditation into my life, getting mindset work into my life. And then I had taught this to others. So without really realizing it, I was already being the role model to myself, which was then being the role model to others. I just hadn't processed what that meant. And I had a negative story about all of it. So in essence, this one conversation with a group is proof that when we actually externalize what's going on inside of us, suddenly the dominoes line up and everything makes sense. Does that make sense at all? I hope that you get this, and I would love to know what you take away from my breakthrough and how you can see that you can apply it to your own work, to your life, to your career, to your business, whatever situation that you are in. And if you've got any questions about it, leave a comment. So let me tell you a little bit more about the 8-minute challenge, because it might be that you now want to get involved and give this a go. So the 8-minute challenge, as I said, is divided into 3 areas, and it's giving you the opportunity to spend time doing something for yourself 8 minutes a day. Because the constant conversation that I have is that nobody has any time. Nobody has any time to do anything else, to try anything else, to start anything else. But let me just say this, you have 8 minutes. Trust me. Because you have 8 minutes to clean your teeth, to go to the bathroom, to take a shower, to eat food, time it. None of those activities take less than 8 minutes, and none of those activities you wouldn't do. So it's not necessarily about not having the time, it's about not making the time. So when you make time, when you make 8 minutes for yourself, you will start to see how unbelievably amazingly your life will change, and you can quite literally change your life 8 minutes a day. So I would invite you to check out the challenge. I'll leave a link in the comment below so that you can sign up for this for free, as I said. So it's divided into 3 areas. You can choose to do one of them, or you can choose to do all 3 of them. You can choose different ones to do on different days, and you can combine them, these activities, into different parts of your life. So one of them is movement. This is the first one. So what movement activity can you do every day? And the recommendation, so we've got 3 recommendations. One is walking. So you could turn your commute into an 8-minute activity. So rather than just walking like this from A to B, you walk like this and you look around at the world and you really enjoy life, and you start to appreciate the trees, the flowers, the sky. And then you recognize that you can hear things. So this is turning your morning commute into a mindful 8 minutes. And if the commute is longer, then that's an absolute bonus. And if it's not, maybe add on an extra bit so that you get an 8-minute walk. You can also do that walk at lunchtime if you want. Meet your colleagues, go for a walk. When you're buying your lunch, rather than just I have to go and buy my lunch, start to think, oh, well, I'm walking to go buy my lunch, and it's a movement activity. It's something for you. It's giving something back to you. Another one is yoga. So in there, we've got 8 yoga moves in 8 minutes that I recorded with my amazing yoga instructor. So you will be able to watch us go through this and do this yourself. While I was away, did some of this 8-minute movement exercises in my hotel room, just to keep my body active. We've also got an 8-minute energizer class that you can do. All you need is a chair, and I'm sure you can get access to a chair anywhere. And I recorded this 8-minute workout with my personal trainer friend. So that's also in there. Then under mindset, we have got journaling, we have got a gratitude exercise, and we've got a reading, recommended reading list so that you can do these. And these come with sort of explanation sheets of what to do and how to do it, because a lot of people don't really know what journaling is and how to do it, and they might not fully understand the superpower that gratitude is. And then the final area is meditation. So under that meditation, my meditation teacher, who helped me understand what meditation is and how to demystify all of it, has recorded for us an 8-minute guided meditation and an 8-minute sleep meditation. Now, I know a number of people who have done this challenge who have gone to sleep listening to that sleep meditation, and that's absolutely awesome. And also for those people who are sort of struggling to get into meditation, don't really know what it is an amazing gateway entry into it, because she really explains everything and guides you step by step through those 8 minutes. And for anyone that doesn't understand the power of meditation, I'll just briefly explain. So it actually helps our nervous system when we switch in our brain from a different way of thinking to a more relaxed way of thinking, is the easiest way I can say it. So meditation is an absolute superpower with unbelievable scientific backup to justify how it can help you and to change your life. So who would have thought that flying all the way to another country, doing a new training, would help me to identify what I was already doing and to let go of feelings of resentment and annoyance around something that I'd kind of got the wrong way round in my head. We are the role model to ourselves first, and others are inspired by what they see us do, not by what they hear us say. That's all I wanted to share with you this week. Coming up this month, we've got an interview with a Pilates instructor who is going to give us 8 Pilates moves that we can do at our desk, and also an interview with my yoga instructor who is going to give us some further sort of yoga moves that we can incorporate into our day as well. So it has been my pleasure hanging out with you today. Any questions, drop me an email at hello@successbydesigntraining.com. If you want to find out any more about us, successbydesigntraining.com is our website. Everything is on there. We've also got the 8-minute challenge, as I said, that you can sign up for free, and you can find out about our 888 time audit sessions, which help and are massively helping our clients to identify where all their time is going so that they can change their life and create more time and get back into the driver's seat. So it has been so awesome hanging out with you today and not feeling jet lagged this week, because this time last week I'd just flown back in from the US. So it's amazing what sleep does, which is an absolute superpower, and we'll talk about that another time. Anyway, I will see you again next week. You take care and have an awesome first week of March.